Quick introduction, since some of you don't know who I am. My name's Andrew Faldy. I trade on the options desk. I've been involved with SMB for at least 4 years, maybe 5 at this point. Started out as a student a long time ago and took all the training, and one thing led to another that things are going well, and they put me on the desk. And the last 3 months or so, using the strategies I'll introduce you to, done 125,000 in P&L. Had 3 years now of solid returns, profitable returns using these strategies. So they're complex, they're more challenging as far as the learning curve. After you get through the learning curve, it's one of the easiest forms of trading and management that is available. For example, one of my best trades in the last year, I put it on. 20-something days later, I took it off, and that was the end. That was the whole story. It was the same trade I always put on. It just happened to be, this one worked out to be one of the larger winners. The losers, the more challenging markets, is when you have to work harder. You have to get in there and actually trade throughout the day and try to get good fills and get out of a trade. But the boring markets are actually when you make the most money. And that's why I think this is very effective and very valuable for intraday directional traders to learn, because when the market's boring and there's not a lot of opportunities, that can be frustrating. That's the hardest time to trade. And that's when these trades do the best. So if you have these trades layered in, and they're doing the best when you have the fewest opportunities, and then something like flash crash of last year comes along. Let's see if we gave one. I don't have my scaling on here. Is that all the way? No. That's this year. Brexit. That was moderate. Let's do so a time like this was probably one of the most challenging times in the last couple of years for market neutral options traders. You have, that was the single best day I think this firm has either ever had or in many years has had, probably since either August 2011 or 2008. So you have the greatest opportunities for profit. Most people on the desk are making money directionally in events, periods of time like this. In options trading, we control our risk, and we're not blowing up. We're having a drawdown, but we're not drawing down anywhere near what your opportunity is as an intraday trader. But you can't always, you would like this type to be just a normal market, like it's always moving that much, but it's not. And all the times it looks like the month before that, this is when we're making more in just these 3 months before than we draw down in that single event. And this is that time where it's harder and harder to find these very tight ranges where it's harder to trade directionally. But you've been taught here, and this is not my expertise, but you've been taught, and I know you've been taught, and I know the system, that you are looking for the opportunities every day. You're finding what is going through its own Brexit type event as an individual equity. But when something like a Brexit or a flash crash from last year happens, we don't draw down a lot more. Most of the strategies we talk about do not draw down a lot more than we make during the quiet market. So it makes a good pairing for equity intraday traders. They can have options trades in their portfolio, in their playbook, that can do best when markets have the least amount of opportunities in them.